What is going on, guys and girls? My name is James, ThnxCya, and welcome back today to Roblox. How are you doing, everyone? Welcome back, welcome back. Today, of course, it is time once again for some brand new Bee Swarm Simulator. And today, we are just going to have a little bit of fun. And the reason why is because, unfortunately, our 2x Honey Day event, our second one from the 12th and final gift, is nearly finished. It's an hour and a half left, which is a bit of a shame. It's always really, really nice to have those 2x pollens. 3, 2, 1, claim the hive. And yeah, I thought, you know what? I wasn't going to make a video, and then I was like, hey, why don't we just try something fun? And what we're going to do today is we are going to try and do a sneaky, cheeky wind boost. We are going to use a festive bean, and we are going to donate our gifted diamond egg. Should we do gifted diamond? So to be honest with you, oh, how are we all doing? I hope you guys and girls are amazing. Yeah, to be honest with you, this is not the greatest time that we could be doing this. And the reason why is I have been doing a bit of grinding to try and make the most of this Honey Day event. And when you're grinding, you tend to go through an awful lot of microconverters and an awful lot of field dice. So unfortunately... Oh man, I had a bit of a nightmare trying to get field dice. I couldn't believe it. I have 2 field dice. So essentially what that tells us is it is highly, highly, highly unlikely we are going to get a 3x of any field. Unfortunately as well, the coconut field only now gives you a 1x, I think. Like every time you use it, which is a bit of a shame. And yeah, field dice obviously super duper useful for stacking up those fields to 3. So what I tend to find is that, yeah, you do get field dice from mobs, so things like ladybugs. But I find that the windy bee is the best way to actually get those field dice. However, I've just been grinding windy bees like crazy over the past like 36 hours, and I've used them all instantly. And even with like, I think like I must have used about 40 field dice the past day or 2. And even when I was boosting, I just couldn't get a 3x stack. I don't know why, it's kind of just like based off luck, obviously. But yeah, I was really unlucky with my field dice, which kind of sucked. And oh yeah, I don't know if this is a thing or if I just got unlucky. But I was thinking, like, I was in like this server and I was, summoning in windy bees using the wind shrine. I normally use a star jelly or 2 to summon in a windy bee. You're pretty much guaranteed a windy bee, but there is also a chance that it's just going to spawn winds. But that's how I normally get windy bees, to try and come into the server. Obviously, occasionally they pop up. But I was like, I donate to the wind shrine, and then every hour I have to wait for a cooldown. What if I just jump into a bunch of random public servers, go and check the wind shrine, and see if there's a windy bee? And you know what? I was quite surprised. I actually found maybe 6 or 7 windy bees just in random servers. So I would literally jump into the server, fire myself at the red cannon, see if the wind shrine was moving, and then if it was moving, I would come back, claim a hive, go and find it and take it down. If it wasn't moving, I would just jump into another server, which is all well and good, but for some reason, and I don't know if this is on its new, like, kind of time style system, whereby he's kind of trying to discourage server hopping, which I completely get, but I just couldn't get any field dice. I don't know why. I must have got like 1 field dice from 3 windy bees, and I got them to like level 15 like each time. See, I don't know. Either way, we've got no field dice, which is not ideal, but hey. Ooh, okay, and just before we do this, I did save old Stumpy again, because I quite like taking him down on camera. So I think this is number 43 now, 43 times. And yeah, I think so far to date, we've had 2 Supreme Shell Amulets. And I think we kept the first one, we got rid of the second one, and we are trying to look for like that 3rd Supreme. So just basically, I would like to try and get some slightly different stats. So I'm not too bothered about the 5+ defense points on this particular amulet. I would like to replace that with something a bit more pollen related, I guess. But yeah, anyway, let's go and take down old Stumpy just before we donate a diamond gifted egg. And speed, speed. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Speed. And ta-da! Let's pop a stinger for good luck. Doesn't make any difference, but I'm going to do it anyway. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's a diamond. Okay. All right. Okay. So a cheeky, sneaky diamond. Let's keep hold. What did we get? We got 2 star jellies, 50 tickets, 15 glues, 1 oil, 3 enzymes, 100 RJs, 100 gumdrops, and a magic bean. So yeah, fairly standard drops. You know the one thing I was thinking? A little bit confusing. Oh, geez, I forgot to say as well. When I started playing today, I actually got 5 microconverters from a mantis. I couldn't believe it. That's the first time I've ever seen that. And it got me thinking. I was like, hey, wait a second. The tunnel bear drops microconverters. Why doesn't the king beetle drop field dice? Because I've never seen any drop from this sausage. Have you? I haven't. On it. Can we make this drop field dice, please? It'd be really useful. So yeah, a big, massive 2 field dice and 7 out of 15 microconverters. We are not in good shape for such an expensive donation, but because it is nearly the end of our Honeyday event and we do still have that 2 times pollen, you know what, we're just going to go and do it. So it's not going to be super duper ridiculous, but I still think it's going to be a nice amount of honey. And we are working towards potentially buying that 49th slot. Well, technically I have it. I have over 1 trillion honey, which is amazing. It's the first time I've ever had so much all in one go. So I'm thinking pretty soon, if you guys want me to do it, we might buy the 49th slot. It's kind of a choice between buying the 49th or using that honey and leveling things up to level 16. I don't know which one we're going to do just yet, but it should be fun. Anyway, are we ready? Are we ready to rock? Okay, here we go. So we are going to donate a gifted diamond egg. And I think I've done this before, and the buffs were okay. Let's see what we get. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, go. What are we going to get? What are we going to get? What are we going to get? Coconut would be nice. Oh, no coconut. Okay, what are we going to get? We've got, Pumpkin 8, Clover 8, Spider 8, Mountaintop 8, and Rosefield 8. Dude, okay, so just before we start, let's roll our field dice. Come on, be lucky. Clover! Strawberry! Oh. I guess technically we could do Clover. Do I want to do Clover? Not really. I'd rather have Strawberry! Oh, jeez. Okay, you see what I mean? Now, technically, unless we pull something on this top one, we might be stuck doing a 1 times mountaintop or something like that. Cactus! On it! No! Oh, jeez. This is why you need field dice. Okay, I don't really know which one to pick, to be honest with you, so I think we are going to try, just for the fun of it, should we go pumpkin? Yeah, I'm going to go pumpkin. So it's only going to be a 1 times pumpkin, but the reason why I'm picking pumpkin is just because you have 1 of each color, which I guess would be quite nice for all of these various boosts. See, I don't think this is going to be incredible, but it's not going to be awful, I don't think. So let's glitter that bad boy up 1 times. Let's put our coconuts on. Let's build up a little bit of speed. We have some microconverters, and then when things start to build up a little bit, we will... Yeah, let's see what we can do. So, do I want to use a festive bean for this, though? It really is only a 1 times. I don't know. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's drop some jelly beans. You know what? We're going to do it. We're going to do it. 'Tis the season and all that. Let's drop ourselves a festive bean in here because we've got lots of speed. Let's just see what we can do, right? And we've got 2 more left. So yeah, the cool thing about the beans, I guess, and this is a change that I actually really like, is that you can only use them once every 2 hours, which means that you can't just use back to back to back in a field. Of course, the problem is that if someone else spawns a festive bean in the field, then you can still use that other person's festive bean, but on 1 account, you can only use 1 every 2 hours, which I do think is quite a nice little change, actually. I think I prefer that, because previously you could just use them back to back to back, so you could do a whole 50 minutes of 100% conversion, which was a little bit insane, to be honest with you, but hey. Okay, so I don't think it's going to be incredible, this boost, but we might as well do it, seeing as we've donated a nice egg. So we go and hit all of our buffs, we go and hit our beans, we're dropping our gumdrops, we are making 140 million a second, so it's not too bad. I mean, we've gone higher. I think we got 1 billion a second in the pumpkin patch. No, in the pineapple patch. Slightly before Christmas or slightly after Christmas, which was insane. We ain't going to get those numbers. Obviously, a 3 times would have been lovely, but hey, who's going to make the most of what we got? Right, so yeah, our little festive bean thing is done. Our microconverters are done. So now we basically have to run backwards and forwards. So what I try and do as well, if possible, it really depends on where the field is located, but I do also try and use the in-game instant conversion machines, for a ticket each time. So yeah, I guess some people maybe forget about those things, especially when field boosting, but the thing is, if you are in a field and you're doing a field boost and you do what I do and you summon sprouts when your tornado is out and stuff, you do tend to pick up tickets as you do so. So although it's a ticket each time, I do think it's kind of worth it because potentially you could get an extra trip out of just doing a field boost. So yeah, the only problem is when you leave the field, of course, you lose all of your stacks, so you have to then start building them up again, but you can do that relatively quickly, and especially if you have a nice winds boost, you are going to stay in that field for a little bit longer anyway. So I think we've got, how long have we got left? We've got 6.5 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. Okie dokie, so I think this is probably the final trip here into the pumpkin patch. So I don't think we've done that badly, really. I mean, here's the thing. You might be thinking, James, what are you moaning about? But yeah, like, ideally, so especially, like, you know, when you drop that festive in, to have, like, a nice 3x field is just so good. But that really just does depend on if you've got, like, a big bunch of field dice. And I did struggle to find the field dice. Yeah, they were kind of tricky to find. But yeah, I did use a few of them over the past day or two, but it's kind of a case of the Beesmas thing was running out, and yeah, we just, you know, have a bit of fun with the old pumpkin. You know, what am I talking about? I'm talking absolute rubbish. Yeah, this is probably our last little trip here. So in terms of like stuff that I want to do soon, I want to kind of have like a big mutation session. I've got a few of the atomic treats from that 12 reward. I've got 6 more atomic treats, and I think my coconut crab is due, so we should have over 200 bitter berries then to combine into our pets. So ideally, at some point, I would like to try and have an entire hive of mutated bees. And I don't think we're like a million miles away, but I kind of actually don't know how many we've got. So I think we'll do an episode looking at that as well. And of course, as mentioned, I'm more than happy to do these like donations and stuff. I do kind of enjoy seeing what we get from donating certain items. So yeah, if you have any suggestions as to what you would like to see donated, then I'm more than happy to do that. But yeah, there we go. Unfortunately, our boost is done. Let me just go and grab this. How did we do? I think most of that was done like within the first 5 minutes. Okay, so 79 billion. I think I had about 4 billion before we started. So let's just say for argument's sake, 75 billion from a 1x pumpkin. So yeah, pretty good. Oh, I wish it was 3 times. Oh, stop moaning, it's good. I'll take it. Yeah, so as well as that, potentially we could be buying the 49th slot pretty soon, which I think is 790 billion even. And then we could get that slot to number 15. It kind of depends on which bees we want to add into them. So I'm thinking we're probably going to replace this random tadpole bee. We had this extra one there just to collect bubbles a bit quicker for the BBM quest. But I'm kind of thinking I would quite like to have the second spicy bee and then maybe another one of the legendaries. So maybe something like maybe another carpenter or something for mark tokens, because now we've got the vector bee with the abilities that has with the durations. I'm thinking maybe an extra carpenter might be kind of useful. I think we've got 2 already though. Is 3 too many? Probably not. We'll see. So, oh, and we can go and hand in our Riley bee quest. Nice. Okay, so let's go and pop this. Come on, speed. There we go. Yes. Now what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What are you going to give me? You are going to give me abilities. Okay, is that the good one? Okay, that one just takes a while. Fair enough. All right, okay, so yeah, that's going to be about it for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please remember to poke me in that like button. And if you're not yet subscribed, go for it, because we do Roblox done fun. But until next time, thank you once again for watching. It's been such a pleasure. As always, thanks. ThnxCya.